Welcome to Lost Cause Recovery. I'm Brittany, and we are down on the north end of Fort Lauderdale Beach. It's an area we don't normally hit. We are going in the water today. We're gonna look for treasures standing up, and hopefully we will find something. So come along on the treasure hunt and enjoy. It's a beautiful day. Listen to the water. So while we're metal detecting, let me tell you what's going on with the channel and equipment purchases and sales. So I'm not a big proponent of holding on to equipment that's not being used, because I know there's some people out there that collect metal detectors, and that's fine. But in the end, they depreciate at unpredictable rates. So, as you've noticed, and I'm sorry, the air compressor, the Dive Blue 3 Nomad Mini was a failed project. Admittedly so, because for so many reasons it turned out to be not possible. Diving with as much weight as I need is very difficult. Probably 12 to 14 pounds of lead. You have no positive buoyancy on you like you do with scuba. I mean, of course, you might have your wetsuit. You don't have any negative buoyancy on you either, like your back plate in your BC or any of your other equipment. You don't have that. Everything's on the surface. So, we're on a target. I've got to find it. I think it's trash. We'll get it. So, then there's all of that, and then there's once you get to the beach, unless you have someone with you to babysit the equipment you're not bringing in the water, because all that stuff collectively is heavy. So, the goal is bring a cart, C-A-R-T, and haul your stuff down to the beach. Well, oh, yeah, there it is. Duh. It's a bottle cap. It's not really practical because, once again, unless you have somebody with you, nobody's going to watch the cart. It's going to get stolen. And all your other stuff, like your case and this and that, and it's just not fun. I tried to start a local Dive Blue air compressor sort of club, and that did not turn out too well because nobody responded. So I was like, I really want to dive with somebody. I feel less comfortable diving alone than I thought I would, but even if I had found someone, you still fall back on the issue with where do you put the equipment? And you're not, it's not, the answer is not, I'm going to bring that back to the car, because now who's watching your air compressor while you bring the rest of it back to the car? It's like a circular firing squad. It's just terrible. A lot of it I didn't see. Some of it I could have predicted. Maybe I could have, if I had been more honest with myself about some things instead of romanticizing the idea of an air compressor and all that, you know. So it's up for sale. If any of you are interested, I would recommend it, especially if you are on fresh water, like a lake, a river, something like this. I think it's great. So give that a thought and let me know. I'm not going to give you any of the specifics, more to say that it comes with 2 batteries and you get 3 hours of bottom time before you have to come up, depending on your exertion level and all of that, your breathing rate, etc. So what's going to happen? Okay, so it's up for sale as we speak. As of today, Saturday, like I think it's the 21st. And we're coming into fall. Sometime maybe before spring, I'll revisit the idea of getting certified scuba, because I have everything except a couple of items, but just those couple of items is a couple of $1,000. It's very expensive. So what's going to happen in the meantime is a magic question. So I'm going to get I've already placed the order. It'll be here in the next couple of days, business days. It's going to be a MindLab Manticore. And that's going to be exciting. MindLab Manticore. I wanted one. I'm not saying it's better than the Deus or worse than the Deus. I don't know. It's just different from the Deus. I'm thrilled at, just like at the prospect that it could be great. I think the Deus is really good. I think it's great in the water. I think it's great on lower beach. It's fine on upper beach, but what happens is in these metropolitan areas, there's a lot of trash. And having that extra tool of the 2D display is really fabulous. It tells me a lot about, now I'm not saying it's a guarantee of anything, it's not. And if you're too fussy about what you dig, you could overlook a target. So fair warning on that. If you are swinging a Manticore, ideally you want to dig everything. It's not always practical. Maybe I can get one of my friends to come with me. I don't know. Can't count on people really to do that because everybody has different interests, and metal detecting is, it's not easy per se. Some people just see it as unnecessary hard work because they have no passion in the hobby. Follow? So, switching arms. I would just say caution. You never know, but I'm gonna risk it. I got a good deal, so we'll just leave it at that. And I'll have it out and be detecting by next weekend. So by the end of September 2024. Better late than never. I know it's been out for a while. We do what we can do. I mean, not for nothing. I have a lot of money in the hobby. A lot of people do. This is the beach scoop. I had this made by a fabrication shop, and they can make you one too. I've got another one that is currently being designed. It's wider than this. Pretty cool. And I'm excited about it. It should be lighter. And if it's a good design, and I can see the benefit, especially over this one, I am most definitely going to have it on eBay for sale. We'll give it some kind of cute name, but in the end, you can name it whatever you want, as long as it digs up your treasure. And it's light. You want light. I get a kick out of people who are swinging stainless steel scoops because they are really heavy. And some of them out there are 4 or 5 pounds. So, the scoop is probably going to be the same weight as mine now, maybe a little lighter. I'm going to use a thinner aluminum, and this time it'll be a carbon fiber shaft. I don't know exactly how much that's going to weigh. I have no clue. It's very deep, very close to shore. We have King, K-I-N-G, king tides this time of year. If you're looking for shallow, this is not the right time to be in shallow water because of the tides. King tides are sort of like the opposite of what you might get during a full moon or one of the other, like a harvest moon or something like that. I don't know, I'm no expert, but there are definitely places you want to be when it is a full moon to uncover areas you normally wouldn't have access to. It's been a very hot summer. We're coming into fall pretty quickly, and I don't know how long it's gonna. It seems like it's gotten a little bit cooler. I'm super grateful for that because it's been hell. I was out for 90 minutes the other day, and it felt like 3-4 hours because it was just so brutal. It was terribly hot. I was gonna pass out. I'm like, I'm out of water. You gotta go. No water, you gotta go. You're exhausted, you gotta go. Parking meter's up, you gotta go. Pick something. We'll see how the Manticore goes. I'm really excited about what it might be able to accomplish. I expect to probably run it in beach general or in beach. There's a deep DEP, a beach deep mode. So we'll see. If I'm on the upper beach, I'll run it in like they have a trash version of one of the park programs, and that would probably be real good. We have a lot of aluminum. On the dais, I can hear aluminum pretty well. I'm pretty good. It's not perfect. Large aluminum, a soda can, will fool me a lot. But one of the hints on a large soda can is that it doesn't hold a stable number. It can sound good, but it doesn't hold a stable number. It can look like a quarter. whatever. You know, pork is the other white meat. Well, aluminum is the other metal that you just can't get rid of. Aluminum, the other white meat. Yeah, no, that makes no sense, but we all deal with it. So we don't have a lot of aluminum slaw, like coleslaw, like shredded aluminum. Not here. If I was in a park or something, and they're going over the soda cans with a lawnmower, yeah, sure. Jewelry. Rings. Jewelry. Kids always ask good questions. And with girls, when girls ask these questions, I always answer. Because a lot of times, girls get the short end of the stick. Boys, they'll ask questions, but they don't care what you say. They're not interested in the answer. They just want to hear themselves talk. So I don't know what to tell you, but I've seen plenty of that. You tell a boy something, like 5 minutes later, you ask him what you said, he won't be able to tell you. He didn't hear anything you said. Pretty wild. I'll see how long I last before I start getting seasick. Yeah, seasick. It's hilarious. I get seasick all the time. I used to get seasick when I was a kid. I would be over the railing throwing up on my friend's boat. We went out trolling for mahi-mahi. Those were the good old days. So we are a few miles north of Port Everglades. We have large container ships that are at anchor outside the port. You can see a few of them. I see 4 in my view. I wish I could go out farther. It's terrible. It's really deep. Alright, gang. It's been fun. I'll be back. There goes Lena. She's planning to swim to the Bahamas. I told her to bring a bottle of water with her, but she refused. Right now she's looking for which way is the Bahamas. Joining Lena for a swim.
It's incredible. It's so warm. I'm like,